Welcome back to the Conscious Cut. Today we have with us Debbie Wu, all the way from Taiwan.
Yes.
Not representing, you are the founder of MYMIKA.
That's right.
So you are representing MYMIKA.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for having me, Hoiki.
But why don't I let you tell our audience a little bit about what MYMIKA is?
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Debbie. MYMIKA is a digital closet / personal pocket stylist just for you. So what it is we are a technology fashion tech company that allows you to capture everything that you own on your closet, in your physical closet, digitally onto your phone. Thereafter, we are a personal styling agent. You get to style your clothes on the go, determine what you want to wear tomorrow, next week, on vacation. And then, very soon there are other features that we will be adding to it.
That's so great. So my understanding of it is almost like your own Pinterest board, but with what's in your closet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so the idea is that we have a lot of clothes in our closet, sometimes out of sight, out of view. Some people forget about it. If you can capture it all on your phone, you can, I guess, get a bird's eye view of what's in your closet and play with it on your own and hopefully get inspired and re-inspired by what you already have. That's our ultimate goal. I love that you said it's Pinterest because that's actually on our vision board. We would love for, the people to just have fun and make different styles and realize that the power of what they already have might actually take you further.
Yeah, because often it's not, even if you do know what you have in your closet, actually figuring out the styling you're going to go with for a certain event or the date, whatever it is, it's tiring to have to actually pull out all the pieces, try it all on, put it together, see if they all match and goes well. And, and if it doesn't, then you swap something out. But that process, it's lengthy.
Oh,
and it's not for everyone.
I love that you say that. Actually, some of our users have already said, and actually for me, naturally, I'm the founder. Of course, I'll say that. It has saved me so much time in the morning trying on things and realizing that, something looks better in my head than in reality. For us, it's just one more step further. You get to see the colors of, the top and the bottom that you have imagined matching together, how everything, the whole ensemble goes together. Everything now is live and you get to see it on your phone. It saves you some time from trying on things and then taking it off and then going to a party and coming back and your bed is full of clothes.
Yes.
You have to clean or the couch. That was part of the inspiration and so totally spot on.
Okay, great. And I also imagine there would be things that maybe I wouldn't think about putting together, but is everything categorized and sorted once I put it up on the digital closet?
Yes. So we use an AI technology that will automatically capture what you put on. So we can read the color, the material. It's not 100% accurate, especially if it's mixed material. You would probably know better. Yeah. But we would try to capture the color, the material, sometimes even the brand. If you're wearing a shirt that has a huge Nike logo on it, it will definitely catch it. If it could see the tag on the back, it will definitely catch it. But if it's just a white t-shirt like what I'm wearing today, it's probably going to guess it wrong.
Okay.
So it will automatically categorize everything for you. And then, you can kind of filter and sort however way you like, however way you plan.
Can it be categorized for like events too? Like, I'm going to a formal wear event, and then what are my formal clothes that I have?
Not yet, but that is something we're building in. So we're building seasonality. We're building a way for you to capture, how you would like to wear the clothes. That's a little tricky though, because say this white t-shirt, right? It's obviously a casual shirt. It's a very thin cotton, but perhaps if you wear it a blazer, it could transform into something that is a little bit more upscale or more formal. So there are buckets that when we're considering putting together the different filters and the categories that we might let the user do it themselves categorize it themselves. Is this something that is an all-season item that I want to wear? Is this something that I can that applies for all different occasions?
Right.
There is a different lens though. People actually have liked to start saving the outfits that they create on our app. So it's not just a closet catalog at this point. There might be favorite outfits that they've saved, and it's like, yesterday we had an event together and you wore a beautiful outfit. Maybe it's one of your favorites now because you got so many compliments from it. You could save it in a bucket, you could categorize it and say, maybe one day in the future I might want to repeat it, or I might want to repeat it but add a different element, make it a little different.
Right.
The app can do that for you, can categorize it for you, and we are working on features that in the future it might actually bring that outfit to a new light for you. Maybe it might complete it and say, hey, have you thought about switching it with these shoes?
Right.
Have you thought about adding these jewelry to it? It might transform your look. What do you think? Something like that.
Oh, that's so fun. So it's like your personal stylist besides a digital closet.
It is. There is this ambition. There's this thought. I mean, personal stylists used to be reserved for the multi-billionaires, the millionaires of the world. Imagine, people who are super wealthy, they wake up and there's their butler or their personal stylist just say, hey, I know your schedule for the day. The weather is like this. I have 3 outfits for you. What do you think? Pick it out. The ambition and the goal for MYMIKA is to democratize that. We could do that too. You have, the MYMIKA will know everything that's in your closet. It will naturally know kind of what you lend to, what your styles are. You wake up, it geotags, knows where you are. If you allow it to sync to your calendar, it will know, okay, Hoiki, this is your schedule today. I've put together 3 outfits for you that might kind of blend in for all 3 events that you're going to, et cetera, et cetera. What do you think?
Oh, that's so great. That's so great. Because as we were saying, even for your event yesterday, actually, I had an event just earlier on in the day that was semi-formal. And from a semi-formal event to coming to your event, what was I going to wear? I actually wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure. Until you guys sent out that little note of, like a dress code, like a suggestion dress code. And it's really just on colors. Because we were at Matcha Lee. So it was like related to greens, a mix of greens. And that just helped me clarify.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Your outfit was perfect.
Thank you.
You didn't even have to think twice. You're already wearing green. It was going to be a
way easier because I only have so many green dresses in my closet. So when I knew it was semi-formal and the theme was green for the next party, the two merged together seamlessly.
Yeah. No, but that's kind of the point of the app too. For it to consider something that is in your closet that is semi-formal but also appropriate for an event that's a little bit more casual at Matcha Lee. So it's one of the things, it's one of the efficiencies we would love to give for our users. And also just a little peace of mind, because there's sometimes people would panic buy.
Yes.
They would be like, oh my God, I don't have something, then I really need to go. Your closet is much more powerful than you think. And that's the goal of MYMIKA too. Hopefully saves you a little money. Yeah. Hopefully being a little bit good for the environment so that you don't panic buy and go buy something that maybe you only wear once and then you forget about it.
For sure. Because that's just so wasteful. I want to know a little bit more of how it even started for you. Like why when did you go back to Taiwan? I know you were in New York before previously. So, what brought this idea forward?
So I moved back to Taiwan in 2022. So it's been 3 years. I didn't start right away. I've always wanted to do something that's related to fashion. My family is in the retail manufacturing industry. It's very similar actually to where you come from, where your roots are. So I grew up actually similar to an office that's yours. We had machines around. My grandma was a head seamstress. She took care of me growing up, and so I was kind of always on the side playing and being yelled at because it's like needles and you don't get the machines. So I have a soft spot for offices like yours for seamstresses around. Yeah, grew up knowing the value of clothing and how they were made. So there was this element of I want to be in fashion. I want to start something, but I don't really necessarily, I'm not good with sewing machines. I don't really want to make clothes. I don't know what necessarily I want to do, but I do know the value of clothes, and have always loved shopping secondhand or shopping in my mom's closet, to be specific.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah. So the original idea of MYMIKA was for it to be a secondhand resale platform. The thing is, I always knew from day one I wanted a tech element to be in it because I always believe that technology has this power to super speed, whatever purpose that you want to do for good, really. So I was searching for that element, and we came up with the idea to kind of make it easier for people to list secondhand items with just a push of a button. Meaning, if you can digitize what they already have, when they're ready to sell, all the specs are there. Instead of either having the user or having consumers themselves take pictures, spend on time to upload it on a site or input all the data, it's already there. Or even having the retailer or whatever secondhand retailer do it. It just takes time and money. So I thought maybe there's a technology and there's a way to do it. as we went down that line, that was when kind of the pivot and the light bulb moment happened. Because we were like, if we were digitizing people's closets and waiting to service them at the moment of sale, then we as a business would be hoping for more sales, who would be pushing people to want to buy or to sell or to do that. Why there's so much more potential to service it when they already are using it or having it. After all, the most sustainable item is in your closet already.
Yes.
Right? So that's the pivot. That was like, okay, we can do so much more with what people already have. Why don't we transform it into a technology that would help people see and do more with what they have? If we can save them some money, if we can save them some time, that would be a huge win for us.
Yeah.
I guess that's where MYMIKA came about.
That's so great, because often when you start going through your closet to see what you don't want or what you want to move on from, donate or to resell, you sometimes find a lot of things that you forget that you have.
Yes. No, but I love that you said that. Okay, another plug. We have this filter that is a least worn filter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you can filter your closet and see the items that you, I guess for now, there's no calendar element to track what you actually wear. There's only an element of what you style, what you're actively styling in outfit boards.
Yes.
So we do it based on that. So the pieces in your digital closet that you never style or that you don't reach out to digitally, we will list that out for you.
Yes.
And we are actually, hopefully in the next month or so, coming out with a tool that say, okay, these items you don't wear. What if we will pair it with, we will create an outfit for you using what you have.
Yes.
Maybe in the future there will be a partner element, like using more, some your favorite brands that are, if you really need something new, favorite brands that are sustainable and what it will fit into your closet and maybe help you plan things that you don't normally reach to.
Yes.
But yeah, the goal is if we can bring new light to things that you don't touch and make it into something that you love again, that you'll wear again.
Yeah.
Just another way
for the customer to recognize like what you never touch is either it really doesn't fit into your style or your closet, so reconsider the next time you look at these kind of styles. Or maybe even consider reselling this now, which I'm sure your platform will eventually merge with some kind of second-hand store. I can see that for coming.
I don't know if I'm prematurely saying this, but we actually, this trip has been amazing coming to Hong Kong. First of all, the community has been awesome. We've met with several small business owners and brands and leaders in the industry already, including yourself. But we are in talks with potentially working with a secondhand platform, which brings it full circle because MYMIKA was intended to be that way. But, merging our tech in a way where perhaps, HK users, Hong Kong users who are in MYMIKA, they already have their closet digitalized. Maybe there are some things that they, from the least worn filter, they realize actually, I really don't wear it and it really doesn't add any value to my closet. We can sync them up to a secondhand resale platform that they could either sell or rent actually their closet items. So something that's not bringing any value to you might bring in some value to you from a rental perspective and bring in some more money for you that way. And save somebody from buying something new.
Yeah, that would be so great to see all of these new digital tools that can help us make our lives more efficient. So make our lives more efficient, reduce waste, honestly, because now you see what you have, you know what you can work with. If you need to add an item, like you said, maybe you can give the suggestions from the rental or the secondhand platform. Different items out there that might make your least worn item work for you again.
Exactly.
Or if it really doesn't, then you can resell or rent your item instantly. So you have all those options and choices at your hand to make the best use of what you own.
Yeah, it really is a 360-degree kind of experience, right? We are a digital closet. We plan for what you already have. But it doesn't stop there. Consumers are going to shop. Fashion is lovely. That's why I love fashion. It brings so much inspiration. So we're not here to be like, don't shop, only your clothes. But when you do shop, we always consider like, hey, I love this new dress that it's on my wish list. But does it pair with everything that I have? Can I wear it against other things? It's always when you're shopping, it's in your head. We're just bringing a tool that can actually merge that together. And
Right.
I would think that brands and retailers would love that, because then the whole shopping experience becomes even more rewarding, or
Yes.
just smarter. Your consumers might actually make better decisions and love the items that they purchase from you.
Mhm.
There would be less returns, actually. There would be less, oh, I bought this and this color, when it came, it doesn't match with anything that I own. No, I don't want it. I return it. That costs the brands money. The shipping to and from, the waste, amount of packaging waste that will
Yes,
come with
for
it.
sure.
And, maybe sometimes returns don't actually end up back on the shop floor.
They always don't. Almost.
Exactly. So there's that. It saves them some money too,
Yes.
and hopefully also saves an element of overproduction.
Yeah.
Because there is a way for you to track and realize from a data perspective what your consumers are, what they actually your consumers own.
Yes.
So what do they actually need? What do you think, there's a predictive element to see, like, maybe what suits them better and what not, so that maybe when you're producing and determining what numbers of SKUs you need to produce for your item, you might make a better informed decision to produce less,
Yeah.
save you some money,
Yes,
save the
for sure.
environment.
Yeah. I think that's very important. Like I said, we are, from my brand personally, we're also moving towards QR code labels. We want to have
Yes.
the DDP, the EPR
Yes.
all in check before we release something out for retail. So, it would be great if a customer who's buying something from my brand, my label,
Yeah.
to be able to instantly
Auto-sync.
auto sync it. So now that the AI, I guess, knows that this item belongs to them, they'll automatically put a picture into the digital closet
Yes.
without the consumer having to
They don't
take
have to
their
do
own
anything.
pictures.
Yeah. No, and actually, before this podcast, I was seeing one of the shirts that you were producing
Yes.
with an NFC tag, and gave me so many ideas. And I don't understand why more people do that. I understand the NFC tag purpose is for a digital passport purpose, but the fact that you saved producing the label, like all the extra material that's needed just to produce the label, the care label, and you just put it on a QR code.
Yes.
I don't know why more people don't do that.
Yeah.
It saves so much in terms of waste. But yeah, back to the whole digital syncing part. There is a way, since you're already doing it, for, brands to partner and say whatever their customers buy, it will auto sync to their digital closet. And then the brand actually itself will know what their customers own from them. And the customer themselves might actually have an expanded digital closet and know their entire bird's eye view.
I mean, I'm taking this really, really far now, but this just gave me a new idea. Is besides just reaching the customer and then the brand and the platforms along the way that they can resell or rent things to or get things from, when we're always talking about end product responsibility, that needs to basically stay in the country that the item is in.
Yeah.
Because you can't export waste.
That's true.
A lot of times you can't export waste. But now if we can build in, eventually, that's probably a very further along, I don't know when picture, but eventually when the ecosystem is big enough for the customers to know when they don't want something anymore in your least worn categories, you no longer want it. It's not good enough to be resold or to rent. Nobody wants it in the resale or rental market either. Like maybe you've already put it out there and it's been there for a period of time and it's not moving and it's not going anywhere. Or maybe it's a piece that yourself, it's no longer in a condition where it's makes sense for someone to rent or to take it from you. Then what do you do with that garment at the end of the day? That's always my question. Actually, like I always say from the get-go, the whole point of this podcast is to find out what happens to your garment at the end of the day when you no longer need it and it's not good for anybody. How do you recycle it? And, recycle. If our guest looks back into our last episode, we've brought out a lot of recycling solutions, but we've talked about how it's not scalable at this moment. The difficulty is scale. It's not that we don't have the solutions, it's scale. Now, if the consumer now can see from your site what is least worn and they know it's not good enough for resale or rental, maybe there's a bin now they can throw it into, the recycling bin. And your AI in the back can collect this data from all your customers. And maybe in different locations, you can collect it and have it now sorted. because you have the data.
Yeah.
The color, the content, that's the most important two parts, the material.
Yeah, for a recycling perspective, we also have the data for material.
Exactly.
And so you can sort it by that. And I know there are, various complex ways of different materials recycle in a different way.
The first part, the most difficult part is always about sorting.
Exactly.
So you don't put the wrong things in the wrong bins.
Exactly.
So it'll be so good because now I can already see you have that data there, which is what is so difficult for us to always get.
The data is on the shirts or on the tags, especially the ones that you already produce. The bins could be auto-scannable. Like they could scan and then start sorting things.
Like for the customer to put it in the bin, it could just be, maybe it's still in their home, in their facility, but they'll put it in a recycling bin that eventually how much is there, and then there can be locally work with recycling systems that they can send the package to, and the person who's receiving the package now knows what's in there and how to sort it instantly.
Exactly. I mean, that would be the dream. That really would be the dream, to fully make sure that the ecosystem all works together, because this is such a complex issue, and it takes not just one tech, multiple techs and multiple communities to work together.
Yes.
But it's not impossible.
It's not impossible at all. And I love having these conversations where tech is involved, because sometimes like tech and AI is the enemy, but it's really on how you use it. Like that's how I feel it too.
Same. That's the same view. Like I understand the terrible things and the scary things about AI and tech. But it is how people use it. It is what you use it for. There is no good and bad with tech. It is really the execution. It's how you use it that determines is good and bad. And there is so much good potential that we can use it for.
Yes. I'm glad to bring this up. And thank you for bringing up my t-shirt. Now I'm going to do a little plug for it.
It's so good. I'm so glad you did.
No, so I actually have like 5 partners for this t-shirt. But what we're doing here is, you see it's a basic cotton t-shirt. But what we're really trying to do here is try out the different technologies. So that's why it didn't need to have everything. But as a first try, we want to know, for the label, if I'm using now a QR code, because I don't want any polyester labels, how does that work for the consumer? There's an AR catch code to keep this element fun. So when you take pictures of Snapchat, the shirt will change, like
that
digital
mind
will renew itself every few months. If there's a new event, maybe a new culture, like Chinese New Year, maybe horses running around.
So cool.
I don't know, Valentine's Day, someone shooting arrow into your heart.
So cool.
But like different things can happen in the digital side of this t-shirt. And finally, we have the NFC chip is in here for you to actually scan it with your phones to get the information you need, who the shirt belongs to, etc.
You know where the shirt has gone.
Yes. And we're looking at, I mean, I don't think everybody needs to have all these elements on the shirt, but if they start somewhere, the information can be stored somewhere where your consumer can just get it and things can be updated.
Yeah. So important. I love that. I love that.
Thank you so much.
So cool.
And I'm excited because with this tech, that means I can instantly have my t-shirt on MYMIKA for anybody. Like anybody who's bought the shirt, they can now open their digital closet and pull it in instantly. And this can be an item that's already there without them having to
set up, take a picture.
Yes.
That's the idea. Jinx. No, but that's the idea. I understand the huge hurdle about setting up a digital closet. It's gonna be there. It's overwhelming for the user to have to capture their closets one by one.
Especially when you're the customer who have so much, and you're actually the person who needs it, because you've got like hundreds of items and you don't remember what they are. But imagine taking pictures for hundreds of items.
I know. And so that's, we spend a lot of time, and we're still doing it, trying to improve our technology so that it makes it easier for you.
Right.
So there's actually a couple ways now for you to set up your digital closet. There is the traditional way where you take pictures of every item and we remove background for you, we make it better, but we still auto-categorize everything, so you don't have to do that. There is the find a product image online where you copy, paste, and put it in. And we also kind of send it to AI and auto-categorize it, read it for you. So it's really the taking pictures part. There is a third part that is more complex that we're really quite excited about. And it's a extraction technology. So if you and I, Hoiki, take a picture together, whatever the camera sees that's in the picture, if you send it to AI, we will pull your black jacket out for you. We will try to recreate that for you, whatever you can see. So think about a human eye, right? So so you still maybe need it to be a full body or show the whole shirt properly.
Right.
If it's like a half body, then we will use the human eye to imagine that the other half is symmetrical and looks the same. But we have that technology to do that for you right now as well. So there's 3 ways to do it. Hopefully there will be more, including the NFC way, including working with brands, potentially syncing it up with whatever they buy and auto-adding it to their digital closet. But we understand that that is the biggest hurdle to start your digital closet. And that is the biggest element that we as a team focus on right now to make it easier for our users.
Right. I know we were saying, like, we actually were on the same line. We jinxed each other. Spoken like true Asian city girls.
So. Seriously.
So with that, I want to understand, where is my MYMIKA right now? Where can I, in which location can I use your service?
You can, anywhere in the world, you can use it. I mean, we are a web app, first of all. We are not in an iOS or an Android app yet. So you just go to mymikacloset.com and you can start your closet really anywhere in the world. Our primary markets, though, we just actually started in March. We hadn't been marketing it at all, but for some reason, over the summer of this year, we got some small traction coming, and they're primarily from Hong Kong. Hong Kong is our biggest market right now. It's about 50% of our users are in Hong Kong, which is so impressive. Thank you, Hong Kong. But the second one is Singapore. 30% of our users are from Singapore, and then the rest are broader, spread across Southeast Asia. So while we are based in Taiwan, we hope we get more Taiwanese users for sure. We would love for, kind of just broader, more users everywhere. But we are Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. Those are our primary markets right now. Are people discovering us, whether it be through word of mouth, some kind of natural traction happening, and just using us. We have a big chunk of our Hong Kong users are our what we call power users, meaning they have over 150 items in their closet already.
Yes.
So either they did the work of taking pictures of 150 items, or they found their product shots online. Or actually, what I've really heard is the easiest way is they just submit outfit of the day photos of themselves or with their friends, and we capture it's 4 or 5 items at a time. Then
that's for so many people that gets outfit of the sorry.
Yeah.
For outfit of the day photos right now, I don't want to say everyone's doing them, but so many people are doing them. So it's already something that you do. It's already on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Putting it on makes it so much easier.
Yeah. So it's not only auto putting and creating the closet items that so you don't have to individually do that. We also will capture your entire outfit.
Yeah.
So we will put it in an outfit board, and it's kind of saved somewhere, and hopefully
from like your jewelry to your shoes.
Yeah, it does jewelry too.
Wow.
So that's the thing, though. I'm so proud of the technology to do that, but it's not 100%.
Yeah.
I do have to caveat that, especially jewelry. Sometimes the fine jewelry is very thin. The technology can't see it that well. Or the jewelry is also very personal. There's a lot of intricate details that perhaps the AI is not there yet to see. Maybe it'll get there. But
I think for the consumer, if it's their items, like just having the idea is, it's good enough, I want to say, right? Like, not everything's got to be picture perfect, but you should have that image in your head.
Yeah. It still ultimately produces the effect and helps you when you're planning, because it is your item after all, know. So you really just need, I guess, a board to see how things match and to put it together like the Pinterest board. It doesn't necessarily have to be exact. This is what I found from my user. When we were testing the product, we were so nervous. We were like, no, it needs to be 100%. But it turns out actually 90% there, which is where it is right now, is good enough for the user, for our users.
I think, and it makes so much sense that Hong Kong would be one of the places where this is taking off, because we have such lack of space
Mm.
that I want to say we're probably one of the biggest shoppers in the whole world. Like everyone's always buying something. It's just in our daily habit. There's so much shops and you can't help to like pick up something. I feel like that's like you have to be very mindful about not shopping while you're in Hong Kong. So with that said, like I know one of the one of the things that we have in our culture is the amount of mini warehouses around the city, and people would store stuff in mini storages.
That's actually something I learned from this trip. I have no idea. It only makes sense. I mean, I did live in New York for a while, so I understand the fact that there's a small space and the problems there. But yeah, I didn't, I guess, to think about this, storage facilities.
Because like, and when I was living in Canada, an apartment in Canada, most apartments also had a mini storage in the garage level, like where the car park is. And it's just like a cage.
Yeah.
Where you put your things that you would
never reach out
again.
to. Never. We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
I moved back from Taiwan to Taiwan 3 years ago. I still have boxes in my garage.
Exactly.
Like I don't even know if I'll ever go there anymore.
For me, things that go into storage like that is probably something that it's going to be in my least worn.
Yeah.
I can probably resell or rent it out or get rid of it somehow. But I mean, that's my case. That's not everybody's case. A lot of people do go to the mini storage to store maybe their event dresses.
Yeah.
Or their winter coats and stuff like that. But it's easy for you to forget unless you're very good at have a system to catalog, which this is the system you need to get if you are using mini storages.
Exactly. Hopefully it helps you remember, or, when you're searching for the event outfit or winter outfit, you can pull it up and be like, wait a second, I do have that. I do have something like that.
to fast fashion to buy an item, like you said, because I don't have that pristine white shirt, but actually you do. It's not in your sight. That's so awesome. Okay, I want to also ask now, Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan are your focus. But like you said, it can be worldwide, right?
Yeah, it could be worldwide. Broader Asia. Broader Asia is my focus.
Okay, it's your focus. And I guess besides right now, we know the digital closet's happening. It's great for Hong Kong, like I said, because I imagine for girls who are very like tight on time, like we don't want to have that mess on our bed or on our floor with the pile of clothes. And this is something that I may be able to do when I'm on commute. Yeah. I'll be on the subway and
That's
be like,
literally what I do.
Yeah.
I plan my outfits.
My outfit for the next, I mean, I'm not the type that plan my daily outfits, but event outfits for sure, right? So it's so much easier to just do that ahead of time when you have that pocket of transport time or something
for
like
sure.
that. Yeah,
for sure. And travel, actually, that is an element that we're going to introduce soon, because there's so many efficiencies that you can do. You can plan your outfits ahead of time. If you're short on suitcase space, we could show you this shirt can transform into multiple outfits for whatever occasion you need for that travel. And then we give you a list of, packing items right away. So that's literally now what I do when I travel. I pull out my MYMIKA, I plan my daily outfits, and then there's that element that I'm pushing to, kind of introduce very soon. But hopefully we will condense it into a list for you, and so then now you pack. It's
very easy.
Efficient.
You have your packing list.
Exactly.
And I'm like smirking and smiling because
why?
It's happened to me before. When you have like, you know how people say like AI hallucinations, like they make up stuff? Well, have you ever had like travel hallucinations?
No.
Like when you're packing? So my husband and I, we had, this was over a decade ago, but we had a friend who was getting married in Da Nang over Christmas.
Okay.
And the entire wedding party, it was all like people in their 20s at the time. We're like, oh, we're going to Vietnam for our wedding. Awesome tropical country, We all looked at the weather report, and in the group chats, there's multiple of us that says, oh, the weather says it's going to be 17 to 22 degrees in Da Nang.
No way! It's Vietnam!
Yes.
Is that what you guys thought?
Yes. So the whole wedding party is like, guys, don't be stupid. We're going to a tropical country.
Exactly.
17 and 22, there still feels like summer.
That's hilarious.
So this is the tropical hallucination we're talking about. This is like, I think we all went for around like 3 to 5 days. For the entire wedding trip, the majority of us wore exactly what we wore leaving Hong Kong onto the airplane.
Oh my God.
Everything that we packed just kind of stayed in the suitcase in the rooms, like the sundresses, you know, the little cover-ups over your bikinis, like none of that came out.
It's hilarious.
For the wedding after party, like they did a little ceremony in the day on the beach and everything got switched back indoors. And then the after party was at the bar at the resort, which is open air.
Oh my God.
So we were all in our nice cocktail dresses and all, but then once we got to the bar, everybody went back to their rooms and we all showed up back in bathrobes. After party, everyone in like beautiful clothes and bathrobes.
That's so funny. Okay, well, if you're hallucinating, then despite looking at the weather, I'm not really sure if you'll listen to MYMIKA say, please bring a coat. Please bring a long sleeve dress.
If we're not relying on MYMIKA to do my packing sorting, it will help me bring me back to reality.
Oh, maybe. Okay. I hope that is the case. I hope that is the case.
No, but it's so great and it's so exciting to see where MYMIKA is now and where it's planning to go. And I have big dreams for the recycling part.
Oh, when we get there, when the heck comes there, I will be coming back. Yeah?
Yes,
and
for sure.
Let's collaborate then.
Yeah. And I mean, in some of my other episodes, we're also talking about AI sizing. You were talking to me about AI try-ons, and I can't wait to see that.
I cannot wait to work with them. I cannot wait to see that technology come to life.
So I know we're going to have you back soon because ever-evolving digital closet. I'm excited to see the next phases also.
So am I. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in today to explain to us where you're at right now and where your plans are.
Of course. Thank you, Hoiki.